Today, you're making a solemn commitment, a promise, that you will abide by the values and virtues observed around the world by doctors. During this white coat ceremony, in front of a community of AUC faculty, colleagues, deans and students, you're invited to pledge your commitment to the AUC MD journey. Being a medical student is more than just learning a subject. Medical students have the privilege and responsibility to demonstrate trust. Patients trust doctors with their lives and health. Your conduct and behaviour must ensure you justify the trust in you and the profession. Really effective student doctors internalise a set of values and virtues: compassion, truthfulness, trustworthiness and honesty. The pandemic has defined the year that you enter medical school. This has reminded us that health inequalities exist and everyone and every nation is capable of doing more. Individual students can contribute by adhering to and promoting health guidelines, supporting local programs such as mass vaccination clinics in a work or voluntary capacity. During your course, you'll have the opportunity to work together with fellow students and faculty to promote health information or discount misinformation and misconceptions that undermine evidence-based medical care. You have a lot to do in your career as part of the healthcare team. Even when this pandemic is under control, humanity will still be confronted with a multitude of health challenges, from communicable and non-communicable diseases. This AUC MD course and your dedication to training will help in your success. We see physicians around the world engaged in life-saving procedures, prioritising those most severely ill and vulnerable. These are the very skills that you will learn during your next 4 years with AUC. The start of your medical career is a good day for global health and a major milestone in realising your goal to become a physician. This semester, the deans and faculty have realised our objective of a return to campus-based teaching and in particular practical skills training to assure your future clinical readiness. Despite all the news of health challenges, be assured that you are in fact entering the profession in a period in which globally health coverage is expanding. More than ever, you'll be part of a global community, connected through technology, supporting advocacy and care. This year is the International Year of the Health and Care Worker, and I hope you can join in events to celebrate this landmark. In learning how to care for the good health of others, I trust that you will find the AUC programme a rewarding start to arguably one of the best careers on earth. As one of your deans, I look forward to celebrating your future achievements through awards recognising the efforts that you give to your academic and professional growth. I hope that you enjoy this ceremony, welcoming you to our school community and your future participation in the life of the AUC Medical School.
Greetings, new students, family, and friends. My name is Brianna Barnard, and I'm the Student Body President of the American University of the Caribbean School of Medicine. I'm extremely honored to welcome each of you to this semester's White Coat ceremony. I'd like to congratulate all of you on the incredible journey that has brought you to this moment, as being a pre-medical student poses its own challenges, and you should be proud of yourself for overcoming those. I'd also like to congratulate you on taking the next big step towards becoming a physician by committing to undergoing your professional medical training at AUC. The AUC community is a diverse group of passionate, driven, and supportive students who will welcome you with open arms as you begin to close previous doors in order to start the next chapter of your lives. You have chosen to pursue a career that requires you to be there for all humans at all times. You may encounter them on the best day of their life, or you may encounter them when they are at their worst. But regardless, you've chosen to serve as their trustworthy advocate and support system, and that decision is an honorable one. I am confident that each of you will rise at AUC. RISE stands for Resilience, Inclusion, Service, and Excellence. You will have challenging days as a physician in training and as a future physician, but overcoming challenges is what will make you resilient, and you will have rewarding days that balance out the difficult ones. You'll be responsible for bridging the healthcare gap for your underserved patients, which will help you foster a medical practice supported by inclusivity. You will commit your service towards bettering the quality of life for your patients. And finally, AUC will provide you with the excellent education that you will need in order to accomplish all of these achievements. It takes a special type of person to become a physician, and it takes a courageous person to pursue a medical education in the midst of a global pandemic. I'm so proud of you for joining the fight against ailment. Whether you plan on becoming a pathologist to fight COVID-19, a family medicine doctor, or any other type of physician, I am proud of you and excited to watch you grow into your long white coat as AUC equips you with the tools that you need to succeed. Please take a moment to think about the reason that you chose to go into medicine, and think about this reason often. Let it remind you why you're here, and let it continue to fuel your passion for healing. I also encourage you to feel all of the emotions of today, as this day marks the true beginning of a life spent bettering the world around you. Congratulations again on officially becoming a doctor in training, and welcome to the AUC family.
Hello all to the new students, family, and friends. My name is Amin Dillon, and I'm the student body president of AUC School of Medicine UK track. And I want to welcome you all to the May 2021 White Coat Ceremony. I want to first start off by congratulating my fellow peers for starting their medical journey with AUC. I'm so proud of you all for taking the next big step in becoming a physician. The career you have chosen serves and supports, and I'm sure you guys will all rise to the occasion. You have worked so hard to get here, and I want to commend you for all your efforts and being courageous to pursuing this during a global pandemic. This journey can be demanding and tiring, but rewarding nonetheless. So I want to encourage you all to stay true to your passion for medicine. This marks the start for the rest of your lives, so let's leave a strong legacy behind. Once again, congratulations in becoming doctors in training, and I look forward to working with all of you. Wish you best of luck.
Welcome to this semester's White Coat Ceremony. My name is Dr. Pedro Delgado, and I'm the Senior Associate Dean for the St. Martin campus of the American University of the Caribbean. Welcome. My job today is to explain the history and some of the significance of the White Coat Ceremony. The White Coat Ceremony is essentially a rite of passage, welcoming new medical students into the medical profession, albeit as student members. This is reflected in the fact that medical students' coats are shorter than faculty members and other doctors. The White Coat Ceremony serves to formalize a contract between you, the students, and society, where you commit to using the skills and knowledge that you'll obtain in the service of improving the health of society. Now, the widespread adoption of this ceremony is actually relatively recent. White coats were worn by physicians in the early 1900s, mostly as a symbol of the incorporation of scientific ideas into medicine. However, the White Coat Ceremony itself wasn't developed until about 1993 at Columbia University. Now, when I entered medical school a long time ago, 1979, we didn't get white coats until we started our clinical rotations, and there was no ceremony. We just were sent up on the wards, got a white coat, and started interacting with patients. At that time in the U.S. society, there was a growing sense that doctors were losing their humanity, becoming technicians. Dr. Arnold P. Gold, pediatric neurologist at Columbia University, noted this, and he argued successfully for the establishment of a process that begins early, at the very, very beginning of medical school, that encouraged professionalism and humanism in medicine. He subsequently established the foundation, the Arnold P. Gold Foundation, which is still alive and well today, which is dedicated to fostering humanism in medicine. Through the work of the foundation, this ceremony, the White Coat Ceremony, is now a standard for most medical schools worldwide. The Gold Foundation identifies several important components of the ceremony that help to create an environment that fosters establishing a contract, psychological contract, for professionalism and empathy in medicine. These include the invitation of family and friends of the new student to be part of the ceremony, to be present, representing the support and the value system closest to the student. Second is the welcoming at the ceremony by deans, like me, and other senior members of the medical school, representing the value system of the school and the new profession that you are about to enter. Third is an inspiring address by a physician role model. This will be shortly given by Dr. Emmanuel Ofori, an AUC graduate. Stay tuned. Fourth is a personal cloaking with the white coat, putting it on, part of the bonding process, where senior doctors demonstrate their belief in the student's ability to carry on the noble tradition of doctorate. Now this semester, we're not going to be able to be there with you to put on the coat, but we'll be there figuratively and symbolically. Fifth is a swearing of the Hippocratic Oath or a similar oath before all of you, a public acknowledgement of a student's willingness to assume the obligations and responsibilities of the medical profession. These components alert new medical students to the need to balance excellence in science with compassionate patient care and help you to identify the important characteristics of the complete doctor. These values and aspirations are central to all of us at AUC, and they form the basis of how we selected you. At AUC, we believe that the makings of a great physician are not reflected by a test score, but rather in the motivations that drive an individual's passion to help others. In the 1930s, American physician William Peabody wrote, "The secret of caring for the patient is caring for the patient." That's what we believe at AUC. At AUC, we also believe that in order to provide care to our most vulnerable and disenfranchised, we need a diverse set of physicians. From this perspective, you are an amazing class. All sorts of birth countries, most of the states in the United States, and 3 Canadian provinces. So with this ceremony, we welcome you to the medical profession and pass along to you our fervent hope that you'll become outstanding, well-rounded, humanistic doctors. For our part, we'll do everything we can to ensure that this occurs. Welcome to AUC. Welcome to the medical profession.
Bara Abdelrahman, Gabriela Abreu, Courtney Adams, Unwanabong Afia, John Ahiabo Kafu, Heba Al-Fawri, Luke Alexandru, Amy Alfie, Ali Al-Mayahe, Fatima Al-Musawi, Priska Anye, Ahmad Aref, Yasmin Abusaf, Aliyah Badawi, Abdul Rahman Baghdadi, Eileen Baird, Tulsi Baral, Nicholas Bernardi, Fadi Bashara, Haura Baidoun, Kavita Barat, Keely Brideson, Alexa Butenheis, Sullivan Bush, Melissa Candela, Jasmine Cheatham, Charles Chen, Brittany Combs, Savannah Crane, Nia Crosby, Giancarlos Cruz Garcia, Kayleen Cunningham, Joshua Davenport, Gabrielle Davis, Mario Del Toro, Amrit Paul Diol, Emily Dill, Caroline K. Dixon, Janika Dorsainville, Alex Dos Santos, Caitlin Espenship, Jonathan Faragala, Umar Farid, Samira Fitzhenry, Joshua Franz, Jason Gilmore, Tiffany Golick, Connie Gonzalez, Justin Graff, Tierney Grisolano, Matthew Guidry, Kevin Eduardo Guzman, Jirius Haddad, Mina Hayter, Monica Halaka, Lamaya Hall, Michael Hanna, Peter Hanna, Kirsten Hawthorne, Douglas Herndon, Tasneem Heba, Amanda Horton, Christopher Horton, William Hunt, Ivy Nguyen, Folashade Idowu, Habibatu Igile, Edward Indalecio, Melissa Inderjeet, Kara Jarmalowski, Christopher Johnson, Adrian Jones, Tynequa Jones, Shweta Kamit, Prabhapreet Kaur, Dakota Kilbasa, Noel Counts, Brianna Kubik, Anand Lal, Hagen Lawson, Hilda Hasmin Lopez, Jean Bejan Luis, Ben Love, Kyle MacDonald, Jarelis Machin, Hadit Nicole Magana, Bashoy Meher, Mashra Mahfouz, Harnik Man, Monica Marzuk, Stephanie McCarthy, Jennifer McDonald, Mika Milama, Andrew Miller, Emily Mie, Katisha Mizik, Marguerite Danielle Madunio, Abir Mohammed, Gabriela Montalvo, Joseph Moran, Andy Moy, Mariam Naeem, Aishwarya Nagapin, Taylor Caroline Newsom, Vaughn No, Joshua Nowitz, Ellen Oakley, Chimobi Ochulo, Mary Linda Ogbudinkpa, Jane O'Gorman, Chukwuemeka Okafor, Blessing Okeagune Omokoro, Akuna Anyuge, Angelalua Oyebola, Ram Sharon Paddy, Sean Pollock, Andres Dominic Parga, Bradley Parrish, Anna Picaza, Cassandra Pires, Kristen Pitts, Myra Qureshi, Lavanya Raghav, Hagan Rajakumar, Kidman Reese, Ramsha Rehan, Tyler Reynolds, Douglas Richardson, Jade Robinson, Marcos Roca, Allison Rojas, Shirisha Rucker, Yvette Salazar, Lisette Sanchez, Sulia Sanchez, Shakawat Shamim, Juliana Shanuda, Lola Shande, Jasmine Shum, Joseph Solomon, Kristen Steed, Debbie Susana Morales, Own Sayed, Sushma Shrivali Tadi, Lana Taraf Kujak, Christina Torres Snap, Mert Taz, Amina Umar, Luis Maria Umejiego, Kirsty Maris Macapagal Venegas, Parker Weiss, Robert Weiss, Kate Wester, Carson Wonders, Dylan Woody, Andy Wu, Ahmad Yassin, Heather Yoder,
Next, we're going to recite the oath together. I will read it, and please read it with me out loud. I swear to fulfill, to the best of my ability and judgment, this covenant. I will respect the hard-won scientific gains of those physicians in whose steps I walk, and gladly share such knowledge as is mine with those who are to follow. I will apply for the benefit of the sick all measures that are required, avoiding those twin traps of overtreatment and therapeutic nihilism. I will remember that there is art to medicine as well as science, and that warmth, sympathy, and understanding may outweigh the surgeon's knife or the chemist's drug. I will not be ashamed to say, I know not, nor will I fail to call in my colleagues when the skills of another are needed for a patient's recovery. I will respect the privacy of my patients, for their problems are not disclosed to me that the world may know. Most especially, I must tread with care in matters of life and death. If it is given to me to save a life, all thanks, but it may also be within my power to take a life. This awesome responsibility must be faced with great humbleness and awareness of my own frailty. Above all, I must not play at God. I will remember that I do not treat a fever chart, a cancerous growth, but a sick human being whose illnesses may affect the person's family and economic stability. My responsibility includes these related problems if I am to care adequately for the sick. I will prevent disease whenever I can, for prevention is preferable to cure. I will remember that I remain a member of society with special obligations to all my fellow human beings, those sound of mind and body, as well as the infirm. If I do not violate this oath, may I enjoy life and art. Respected will I live, and remembered with affection thereafter. May I always act so as to preserve the finest traditions of my calling, and may I long experience the joy of healing those who seek my help. Congratulations.
Congratulations to all of you on making it through the beginning of your time here in St. Martin. In the few short moments I have with you, I want to share some pieces of advice that I hope will help you as you navigate your journey to becoming a doctor. I think back how every day in medical school and each day in this profession, there is a lesson in perseverance. In thinking about what to say to you today, I kept thinking back to what I would have wanted to hear. With the benefit of hindsight, if I were sitting where you are today. Message 1, you belong here. Every step, every class, every late night study session leading up to your decision to enter medical school has prepared you. Yes, you are required to be smart to be here, but those that persevere, that show grit, they are the ones who succeed. You will work harder than you ever have before. I remember having to relearn how to study, how to handle the failure of a low grade, how to not let one class get in the way. The first year is going to be hard, and there are some of you who might already be thinking that you don't belong here, or that you're ready to quit. Know that every single classmate of yours, the ones before you and the ones who came after you, have had those same thoughts. But it was the choice not to give up that paved my way to success. I made sure to do practical things, like making every Friday a study-free day. It gave my brain a chance to rest. I highly recommend it. I sought out to make friends and to make time to sample the cuisine and the culture of the island. You have to balance work and play, or work will take over your entire life. It was that close-knit group of friends who studied together, ate together, and relaxed together. I hope you find the same group for yourself. And it doesn't hurt that I found my future husband within that group, and now we have 3 beautiful children together. Med school sometimes will give you more than you initially asked for. But in all seriousness, when things start to get tough, look to each other for that support. Know that we all hold the same insecurities and shortcomings, that each of you is also looking for someone to share this journey with. Find your group, find your tribe, and remember, you belong here. Message 2, passion and obsession. Perseverance, just for perseverance's sake, might be enough to grind through medical school. But what really separates the great doctors from the good? That answer, and the one I wish someone had told me earlier, is the line between passion and obsession. When you figure out your specialty, go full force with a desire to master your craft. Everyone will look to you to know more than anyone else in that room. You must keep learning every single day, regardless if it's for a class, for your residency, or your career. That's because when you're the master of your craft, you start to enjoy the work even more. You find more interesting puzzles to solve, and the work itself becomes easier as you become more of a natural at it. That's not to say you should rest on your laurels, but it's like learning any new skill. Think of the joy you see on the face of a classic pianist or violinist at the top of their game. You see the passion, obsession, and the sheer joy. Apply that same mentality to your career path. Message 3, what can I do? Where is the need? And how can I help? I'm reminded of a quote from the author, Priya Parker, who often can offer some guidance. She says, I've always asked myself a question my mother would often ask me when I was trying to make an important decision in my life. What is it that I know how to do? Where is the need, and how can I help? Those 3 questions sum up what we hope you will do with the education you've gained here. What do you know how to do? Where is the need, and how can you help? Let's take that first question. What do you know how to do? The point of medical school is not to collect a bunch of facts or simply pass a series of tests. No, instead, the goal of education is to use your knowledge in the service of others. What I hope is that you will take the education you gain here, not just the classes, but the lessons you've learned from the relationships among your peers, from your extracurriculars, from your professors, and use that to shape what kind of doctor you want to be. That's where your medical education truly becomes your strength. Second, where is the need? Education becomes wisdom when we apply it to help others. The lasting effects of this pandemic will permanently shape our world. That is an opportunity to help. There will be more crises in the future, and we will need your warm hearts and your cool collective minds. The world will look to your generation to lead it. Third, how can you help? Look to your talents, your wisdom, and your strengths, and you will see the path ahead of you for how to help others. That's a foregone conclusion in medicine, I know. But whether you're in the ER or in the NICU, in research or in teaching, choose the path where you will make the most impact. Keep asking yourself, what can I do? Where is the need? And how can I help? Being a physician is an honorable profession, one that will bring you joy as you share your talents of healing and insight with the patients you care for. The hard work and the sacrifice will all be worth it in the end. Looking back to the past 12 years of medical service, I have one more piece of advice that has gotten me through. Show gratitude. You are here today because someone cared enough to push you or encourage you down this path. A teacher, a parent, a family friend, someone told you, you can do this. You are enough. You belong here. Make sure you show these people gratitude as you complete this journey. We can't be doctors on our own. As much as others may look to us as the experts that they need, we are only here because of the network that helped us get to this point. So find time to thank those who have made you who you are, and that they are depending on you to persevere throughout each tough trial you face. Never forget, you belong here. I wish you the best of luck in your future medical careers. Congratulations.
Congratulations to all of you on receiving your white coat in today's ceremony. This is a very special day, and I am so honored to be here with you. I am your Clinical Associate Dean for the U.S. and an international medical graduate. I remember with great fondness and pride my own white coat ceremony, and I hope that you and your families will do so as well. Today marks the beginning of your next steps in your training as a future physician. By donning your white coat today and every day as you progress through your education and your future careers, you no longer just represent yourself. You represent the profession, and you represent each of us here at AUC. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the AUC family. I would like to thank all of our students, family members, and loved ones from all around the globe for being here with us today. I would like to thank our entire AUC family, including faculty, staff, administration, and deans for sharing in this occasion. I would also like to thank our distinguished speakers for leading us today in an outstanding and inspiring ceremony. I will leave you with these words of advice. Be sure to read up on your patients, be a good team player, be humble and kind, and always remember, being able to treat patients is a privilege, one that we should not take for granted. Again, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the AUC family. And in closing, we wish you the very best in your education and future practice of medicine. Thank you.